Hey, Fox here. We are back with the No Money Spent squad. Here it is, the offense. There's been a lot of upgrades. Sorry, it's been like a month since it's happened. We've been back. But Platinum Woods, link in the description. Check him out. This is his squad on PlayStation 4. He's been able to grind No Money Spent from Mike Vick. You know, Ricky Williams, obviously the running back. Moss there needs to be upgraded. 2.9 million, so that can happen. Defense there is also top tier. I like Ed Reed in the strong safety spot so that way I can cross man him. I switched him over. He had Amos and Ed Reed flip, but I flipped him back. So otherwise, I mean, with some of the cheap, you know, kind of Snow Beast-esque or Ghosts of Madden Forever that came out, he's been able to make a few big upgrades there along with the rest of his defense, offense, pretty solid all around. But this is Madden Online, so of course you're gonna play somebody with the exact same team because no matter how much you grind, there's always somebody that's grinded or paid for as much as you have, or you know, weekend league, solo battle. So a lot of ways to do it. No money spent. This is how this is done. He's running gun bunch because why not? Of course, he mans up gun bunch. Not able to get any pressure there. We sent the spy, but eventually, because if you only rush 3, they block 7, they're generally going to get through or find a guy open. So even though we can get it locked down, it doesn't really matter because they can just sit in the pocket, wait for rerolls to happen. But that's the way football's played, right? Unfortunately, Madden's not football. There's a lot of routes that can't be covered because these guys are idiots out in the field. The game's designed by people who don't know how to code, don't know anything about football, and frustration vented. There, I thought I was in them right in the lane for the pick, but that was, I guess, I couldn't get lined up correctly. I don't know, was it the change of screen? I thought I was lined up correctly, but I was wrong. So, tackling them in the backfield, nice work. All right, so we're just dropping a bunch of people in the coverage, put a spy in there because Mike Vick is everywhere on everybody's team, so he'll take his 3 points, and we are down. We're into the Titans offense. I get a lot of questions. What offense am I now? And the Titans, not able to get that out, even with Gunslinger. Still sacking me before I can get it out with Mike Vick here. So, wait. Does this Gunslinger, does this Mike Vick have Gunslinger? I don't know. I think it does. Just went back and checked. Yes, he's got Gunslinger on it. So, if we're not able to get the ball out with Gunslinger, we're not able to get the ball out. All right, what was that? What was that? That was thrown like 10 yards underneath where my receiver was. On a wheel route, he was walking alone, and Mike Vick decides to send it right to his defender. I don't know. He wasn't under pressure, it didn't look like. Went back, it just looked like a regular bullet pass, but for some reason, it was super low. It wasn't holding left L1 or anything at all. I don't know why that happened. People in Twitch, they said the same things happens to them too. There he is running back, Mike Vick, causing a lot of havoc in the backfield. Man, he is so hard to pin down. See, I don't know whether like blitz him hard or send a spy out, blitz nobody, because right now we got nobody. I guess near the end zone, that's okay, but then Playmaker, just Playmaker. So the issue with Playmaker is that your defense of zones just don't react to it, right? It's like a lot of the issues with this game. There we are, one-on-one deep, so we finally beat his cross-man defense because he didn't leave anybody deep. So we just streaked him, and he couldn't get to us in time. Anyways, he had Derwin James maxed up on Jerry Rice, free Jerry Rice. So, yeah, kind of silly. Kind of hurts, right? Zones just kind of don't react to it. Nice little Playmaker again by him. So, Mike Vick and Playmaker, name a better combo in Madden 19. Or maybe crossing routes and corner routes out of Gun Bunch. I don't know which one I think is a more iconic duo. Mike Vick and Scrambling Around would be a good duo too. But I think it's that corner or flat route. We didn't have the hard flats on, it looked like. Unfortunately, even though we want to go hard flats near the goal line, there's my goal line defense that I talked about. He ended up handing off to the fullback. We're not able to get good animation there, and he slides into the end zone. So we had a guy there ready to pounce, but it couldn't. He's got a spy, got guys manned out. We just had to throw the ball away. So overall, no money spent team. Obviously, this was like, if you guys look at it, this team's as reasonably good as my main team. There was a wheel route against man coverage. Something about my wheel route there when I motion it out against man coverage, it gets stuck on the sideline, so it's not like a glitchy wheel like you see out of Gun Bunch. So that's something I got to work on going forward. We decided to go quads here, and the corner out to Kelsey is open there because we get a guy to drive the corner back and then a corner out behind him. So nice work. We run fake screen wheel. Triangle ended up getting open here, and we're like, oh god, we read this so late. Man, it's kind of like when you do a book report far after the deadline. It's like, man, I read that book way late. So we decided to try to throw out the triangle here because he's got a step on the defense, but unable to come down with it inbounds. It looked like Jerry Rice had his feet down, but they called it incomplete, so we're up again. We run crossers thinking he might man us up again. Vic, nothing. We throw it away. We'll take our 3 points, and we'll go down just by 7 here. So we're in the game. It's a one-score game. Pretty good game so far. So I'm using the 3-3-5 a lot. Finally, our 3-man rush gets home against that many blockers. What, 6-7 blockers happening? We're rushing 3, really playing coverage D. Maybe it's a mistake, but hey, we're getting home. Oh yeah! Actually, we started rushing 4, aren't we? Yeah, here we're rushing 5, and we got through past the blocking for the safety. 2 of his guys missed, the blockers missed my guys running because blockers in this game don't have good sense. Once again, deep. He is unable to cover Jerry Rice with Derwin James once again. He makes the same mistakes over and over. It's just like our life, right? Same mistakes, same old person, new year, same old mistakes. Hopefully New Year's going well for you guys. Let's try and not repeat the same old mistakes of our, I don't know, past selves. So we're right there, and he throws it into coverage, and of course, when they get bailed out in coverage, it's real sad boy hours. Chasing him down on the Hail Mary at the end of the first half. No dice. So we get the ball back up by 2 points to the safety change, and Ricky Williams, whoop! Oh, no second spin. I was going to spin, but I figured he might have left strafed me, so I just ran right past him. Here we are. We know the man coverage, the wheel routes. Not great, but we cannot get the ball off. We were super sad boy hour about that. So here he is, covering deep. I don't know. O was open. We decided to throw it deep, and we got rightfully punished. Can't be mad about that. If you're throwing into coverage, you should get your shit picked. So Derwin James giveth, and Derwin James taketh away, much like Mr. J.J. Watt. So Amos on the crossing route. I don't know if you guys are watching my second channel for the gameplay with my main squad. Just I want to throw that in there while we're on gameplay on the No Money Spent squad. There he is, kind of crossing pattern. We just had to send a blitz out of the trip split close. So yes, very meta player. I think that's another issue with Madden, right? Everybody's kind of in the same few formations: split close, trips tight end, and gun bunch. And especially if you're on the Patriots playbook, that's really all you really need to be in. So it kind of makes it a stale game, and the Madden developers don't really have a solution for as of right now how to mix up the game, how to make it the meta more fresh. Hopefully, if they can add more formations like they promised, it will get later. There's Moss to the corner, of course. See, I mean, even without the top tier Moss, still making plays for us, taking names. Beautiful. Stop that toss. Get out there. 35's decent at stopping tosses. The only issue it has is when you have a goddamn playmaker threw up from a user again. It's so sharp and crisp. I want the playmaker ability gone. I'm fine with playmaker itself. I just wish the ability cam was gone. Like, would Mutt be worse without abilities? Like, would Mutt seriously be worse? Do you guys like abilities or not? I think Conductor is the ability I like. I should probably do a video on that. Like, which ones do I like? Which ones do I think need to go? I did it on last year, and of course they didn't change anything or take any suggestions into account because the EA devs are the smartest people in the room. Throw a high point pass, hit him in coverage. It's okay. They'll come through. Try to QB sneak me again, and he tries to go again. This time a fullback dive, and he still gets a good animation into the end zone there. So unfortunately, we could stop the QB dive, but we're having trouble with a fullback dive, so we needed to put our user there in the hole and to hit it ourselves to user manually gap that. Ricky Williams off the edge. I probably just should have dove forward. I wanted to turn like a 3-yard gain into a 30. Unfortunately, turned it into a nothing, a 3-yard loss. We throw it deep. Rice is unable to beat him deep that time. So a little bit of concerted effort there. And box is wide open. Box square. I don't know. Don't box me in, bro. So we're up by 9 points. The only way to stop gun bunch is just to outscore it. You know, that's kind of the name of the game right now. Is it an offensive game? I think I should get into more blitzing. The problem is, like, with 7-man protections that gun bunch offers, it's hard to do a consistent blitz out of that because, oh man, it just continues to destroy you. So we're user in the corner, man up the user route or the route, and he just does, you know, because of how dumb man coverage is. Like, oh, they're running straight back at the ball. Let's just abandon him. All right, sounds good. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We just got to hold him away from getting 2 scores, 1 score, whatever, and he throws it right to our user because he only has the same few plays, but he still was able to score 24 points, so what does that say about me, right? Anyways, we user it, we grab it, even though he has 2 timeouts, he decides to bail on the game. So the No Money Spent squad, pretty good. It doesn't really matter what cards you get, they're all going to still fall because zones are terrible, but if you end up user picking them, you'll do well. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow.